So let me know if you can see this.
Yes, perfect.
Okay. So, sir, good afternoon, everyone. So today I'm going to take the session on business model canvas. So this is a tool which tells any businessman or entrepreneur to derive the business model for their startup idea or for their business idea. I'll give a quick introduction of Velocity. So I work for Velocity Technologies India Private Limited. It's a Canadian technology company, and we build many solutions for EV charging infrastructure related projects. And as Sir mentioned that nowadays EV charging and EVs are picking up pace. So that is where we are pioneering. I lead the India operations currently, and I also manage the global operations, global sales operations. Okay. Yeah. So before I go to the tool, I would like to describe about what is a business model. So when we think of building any product or any software or any solution as a startup or as an entrepreneur, the very first thing which we have to think is that how we are going to make money out of it. So that is what a business model is. First, we have to identify a product or service which we want to build. It can be anything, a hardware, a software, just a service. Then we have to identify in which market we are going to sell this product or service. And third is how much money I'm going to invest to build this product or service. So it can be like software development cost, your marketing cost, your admin cost. So all the costs will be included as your expenses to build it. And then the last one is how I'm going to make the money out of it. So these four things are the key components when we make any um, a business model. So if we are going to sell any product or service, these four things we have to keep in mind to make it a viable product. Otherwise, if we are not making a money out of this product or service, then we are not going to this product or service is not going to survive in the market, because ultimately you need money to run your expenses and operations. Okay, so these are 10 key elements of a business model. So the very first thing is the value proposition. So what we are going to do out of this product. For example, I want to build a software. I have to first identify like what the software is going to do. So if I'm making a EV charging management software, then I should be clear that, okay, this is my target market, EV charging space. I'm making a software which can help users and others to do the charging of their electric vehicles. Target market, as I said, key, which can be our target market. It can be the geography, it can be the gender diversity, it can be the segment. So in EV charging also there can be many segments, and I have to identify which can be my target market initially. Third is the very important factor, which is the competitive advantage. So if I bring a product or build a product which is already existing in the market, then no one is going to use my product because they're already using an existing product which is available in the market. So I also have to think about how I'm going to be different from the existing models, existing products and services in the market. Fourth is the cost structure. So how I'm going to cost that product. So when I sell something, I have to be sure that what is my manufacturing cost or the production cost of that product. It can be the software development cost, the cost of your manpower, cost of your administration, cost of your marketing, cost of your sales. All these will include in your the costing of the product and how much you are going to sell it for. So if I build a product for 10 rupees, what should be my profit margin? How should what should be the selling price of it? It cannot be very expensive, it cannot be very cheap, because there is a general mindset of people that अच्छा ये सस्ता है तो पता नहीं टिकेगा या नहीं. So those things also we have to keep that in mind. Then the key metrics. So key metrics is nothing but it tells you whether how you are going to measure the success of your product. So if I'm building a software, WhatsApp, for example, then WhatsApp is not a revenue generating app. It's just an app for the chatting. It doesn't sell anything. It doesn't make any revenue. But it tells that it has a million users who are using this platform, and whenever they need, they can monetize this. So Kalko WhatsApp can say, if you want to use my chat services, you have to pay 100 rupees per month, then only you can use. Now what they have done, they have made us so used to this chat that we all will pay 100 rupees per month so that we keep continuing the WhatsApp. So this is their key metrics, that they say, okay, I have million users on my platform. So that also gives the idea of the success of the product. Then the resources. So what resources you need to build your product? You will need some engineering resource, you will need some marketing resource, you will need some third party vendors who can supply you raw materials. So these things also we have to identify in initial days. Then the problem and solution. So what problem I'm trying to solve, that is very important, because if we build any software or product and we go to the market and sell it to the people or sell it to the investors, they are going to ask this question, that what you are trying to solve. So WhatsApp, for example, they have solved the messaging pain. Earlier, messaging to each other was a pain because it was also costly. The carriers used to charge us 50 paise or 1 rupee per SMS. WhatsApp become free because you have internet available. So anyways, you are paying for your charges. So you don't have to pay anything extra to use WhatsApp. So they solved that problem. And that's why they are so famous right now. And the revenue model is nothing but you have to be very clear how you're going to make money out of your product or services. As I explained earlier, like WhatsApp, what they are doing, so they don't sell anything, but they know whenever they want to sell,